This is the shuttle bus we're turning into our dream home, part 1. Our bus was completely original inside when we got it, so we tore it apart, removed the floor, and ended up finding a lot more rust than we were comfortable with. So we removed all the damaged pieces, welded in new ones, and it was good as new. Next, we moved on to the steps that were too rusty to save, so we made new ones and welded it in. The entire frame then got a coat of POR 15 to protect it from any future rust. Then we waterproofed our floorboards, reinstalled them, added some framing, a little bit of insulation, cut brand new subfloor, and installed it on top. We put our bed frame on top and decided to make it out of metal instead of wood. Then it was time to fit the insulation into the walls, fill all the gaps, and that's it for this part of the build. This is our shuttle bus conversion, part 2. We unscrewed the frames and took out all 8 windows, removed the old sealant, added new ones in, and reinstalled them to make sure there's no leaks in our new build. We then put a coat of Henry's Tropicool on the roof to rubberize it and seal any leaks. Next, I blacked out the windows that were going to be covered by walls, insulated them, and we put our bus doors back on. Then we moved on to making our first pieces of cabinetry, the overhead cabinets above our kitchen. We used a lot of pocket holes, cut all the pieces, screwed it all in, and it was ready to be installed. Next, we cut the hole and installed our custom inset shower pan. Last, I started making our lower kitchen cabinets. These are the ones that holds our stove, oven, sink, and refrigerator. So that's it for part 2. Build update part 3. We installed furring strips so we have a place to mount our cabinets and furniture. We then moved on to making the bed frame and routed out holes so that it will have more ventilation. Then we took a much needed break with our dog Mateo. Next, I moved on to making our booth, bed, and couch. This is one piece of furniture that actually functions as 5 different things. With these cool little pull-out slats, the table moves up and down to be a couch and a booth. I also made some more upper cabinets for over our bed area. It's always exciting to install another piece of furniture into the bus. Then we put up another wall, ran the propane for our heater. I installed drawer slides and made custom drawers tailored to all our specific kitchen items. Mateo even has a custom food and water bowl. We're making so much progress and it's really starting to look like home. Stay tuned for part 4. Turning our bus into our dream home, part 4. We drilled a few more holes in the bus, this time for an external way to fill our fresh water tank, and finished up a lot of our other plumbing. We also got our butcher block countertop in the mail, which I cut and sealed with 4 coats of water locks. Next, I moved on to cutting and gluing the pieces for our custom kitchen table, and I also sealed it with water locks. One of the most exciting things we've done so far is get our cedar tongue and groove ceiling installed. We embedded magnets all throughout the ceiling for a way to mount our projector and projector screen in different spots. This is the before and the after. Drew finished all of the solar wiring and running our 110 and 12 volt lines throughout the bus. One of the best moments was turning on the lights. Turning our shuttle bus into our dream home, part 5. I used the table saw to make all the rails and stiles with a simple half-lap joint for my upper cabinet doors. I also used a router to make a channel for my cane webbing. Next, I faced all our upper cabinets and we got our Dickinson P9000 propane heater installed. Then it was on to making my slatted bypass closet doors and we got those installed. I love how it looks. In the last video, I cut all of our butcher block countertop. Now that that was sealed with water locks, we installed it and it changed the space so much. It looks so incredible. I also finished making all our drawers and installing the drawer slides. Then I used the table saw again to make dado and tongue and groove joints for my shaker cabinet doors. I used space balls to allow for movement in humidity and got all of those installed. Thanks for watching our shuttle bus conversion. Stay tuned for part 6. Shuttle bus to dream home, part 6. I framed out our windows and did some other trim pieces. Drew also brought our batteries into the bus. I'll do another full video on our solar power system coming up soon. Next, I primed all of our doors, drawers, and interior of the bus because it is new wood, and started painting. This color is called Eden by Magnolia Homes, and I love how warm it makes the space feel. I created an accent headboard with some scrap wood and installed all the cane in my upper shaker cabinet doors to add a little texture to the top part of the bus. Mateo also got a drawer pull that looks just like him on his food and water dish. There are some whites in the bus, but they felt a little bright, so I warmed it up with Feather Down from Benjamin Moore. The bus is always messy with new projects, but the painting is done. Stay tuned for part 7. Which is actually a chest freezer converted using an Inkbird temperature control system. We finished our bed platform with the hinges and strut and put our mattress in. I got to make my bed for the very first time. Next, we installed our heated floors, and we went with a radiant heat film from Quiet Warmth. It just rolls out underneath our floating vinyl planks and is controlled by a thermostat. Having heated floors is so nice. Drew went ahead and finished the rest of the wiring in the bus, like our step lights, our porch lights, and we installed our undermount lighting kit. These are LED lights that mount in the undercarriage of the bus so that we can see what we're doing at our campsite when it's dark out. I also finished our slide-out pantry to keep things a little more organized. Thanks for watching part 7 of our shuttle bus build. We're also on Instagram and YouTube at Our Way to Rome. Turning our shuttle bus into our dream home, part 8. For our cushions, I cut all the different sizes that we needed out of memory foam and sewed 8 different box-style cushion covers with zippers so they can be removed and cleaned if needed. Then I moved on to sewing our curtains, and I sewed a tie onto each one so that they can easily be pulled back. I also put several magnets into the hems of each curtain so that they will hold themselves shut and there won't be any gaps. Next, I installed Hydroban in the shower underneath where the tile would be. Everything got a coat of Red Guard. I mixed up the mortar, began tiling, and grouting. Once we installed our teak mat and everything was dry, it all really came together. We then did a final water test for our faucet and filters. We also tried out our magnetic mounts and had our very first movie night. Stay tuned for part 9. Turning our shuttle bus into our dream home, part 9. We decided to go with a glass shower door. These are used in all different types of RVs, so we installed ours, and our shower was officially complete. I also used some leftover wood and scrap copper to make a few different shelves for the bed and kitchen. Next, we moved on to our overcab compartment. This is where Drew is building our AC unit that ventilates and exhausts out the side of the bus. I also built this little divider wall to use up some more scrap wood, and we got our convertible kitchen table installed with a self-supporting leaf. One of my favorite parts of the kitchen came together with this inset knife block. We also got our door locks installed, 2 barrel bolts on the top, 1 cane bolt on the bottom. You can find Sweetest Dream wherever you stream music, and we're on Instagram at Our Way to Rome. Turning our shuttle bus into our dream home, the final, part 10. We hooked our shower up to our gray water tank. Underneath the teak mat is a custom graded stainless steel shower pan. The drain goes to a gray water tank underneath the bus. We also hooked the door mechanism up to a key fob so we can open and close the doors remotely. We finally received our toilet in the mail. It's a Thetford cassette toilet. We really didn't like the black water tank in our last van, so this is a great alternative. Then I faced the outside of my window garden with leftover cedar planks. The garden is placed where it is so that I can reach the handles to open our window. Finally, we tried our modular space. This is couch mode, 2-person booth, 4-person booth, Drew's personal favorite, snack table mode, L-shaped couch, and a guest bed. Stay tuned for our next video, the final bus reveal.